You can't afford to do a deep fried turkey this year? Well, I got a perfect alternative, Cajun style deep fried chicken. I'm gonna go over here and get the chicken prepped up. I'm gonna take you and show you everything I'm doing. And keep in mind, everything I'm showing you in this video can be transferable to a deep fried turkey. It's the same process, same thing. Here are my 2 chickens. That's all we need for the amount of people I got here today. If you've got a big gathering, then you might want to consider doing 3 chickens, 4 chickens, whatever the case may be. But both of these chickens together will equal like a 13-pound turkey. What I did is I took this PS seasoning Tipsy Tom and I did a brine on these last night. It comes with your brining packet that has everything you need in that brining packet to brine this for up to a gallon of water. And you add it to 1 quart of water. You bring that up for 5 minutes to a simmer, let it simmer for 5 minutes, cut it off, let it cool down, then mix in 3 more quarts of water for a whole gallon, then submerge your chicken into that, put a top on it, pop it in the fridge, you're good to go. Now I've got an injection. Now you can create your own injection, but on this first chicken, I'm using this Tony Chachere's butter and jalapeno. I really like this stuff. And on this bird, I'm going to mix 50% butter and 50% Frank's Red Hot Sauce and inject that one. I'm only going to focus on this first chicken today on this video, and we'll do this one right behind it, but I'm using this to demonstrate everything. So I did shake that up good. You just want to take and pull this into your syringe. And I'm not going to bore you through the whole process, but normally I make a line in the breast, a couple lines here. I get the thighs, I get the legs, the wings, everything. And I just start injecting. You can see that injection plumping up this chicken. So I'm just going to keep going until I get all this bird done. So we got her all injected, and the one thing you do want to do anytime you deep fry a chicken or a turkey is to dry it. This moisture and that hot oil is not going to get along. So the drier you can get this on the outside and the inside, the better off you're going to be. And so you know, this kit also comes with this seasoning cockadoodle brew. Now I'm not adding that until it comes out of the grease. Kind of like salting French fries. After they come out of the hot oil, that's when I apply the seasoning. It's my experience that if you deep fry that seasoning, by the time this is done, that seasoning is going to get really dark and tend to burn on you. All right, we have got this as dry as I can possibly get it. You can't get it completely dry, but just get it as dry as you can. I've already got it on its stand. I've got the legs trussed up. This takes some of the weight off of this chicken to where it's just not slumped down. It kind of supports it, as you can see. So I've got the oil over here in a pot, 2 gallons, heating up, and we're shooting for 350 degrees on the oil. Then the chicken's going in. People's gonna ask what kind of oil you're using. Well, this is not peanut oil like I typically use on turkey. I actually went with canola because it's way cheaper. And that's really what this video is about, is cutting cost. And I could get 2 gallons of oil, which I need for like $18. And peanut oil was like $24 a gallon, you know, just for 1 gallon if you buy it by the gallon. I think it's around $50 for the 3-gallon jugs. And here's the thing, a lot of people say use a very high temp oil. Well, canola's high enough. Keep in mind, we're not going over 350 degrees. That's deep frying temperature. You're not going to be burning the oil, so you could use vegetable oil, canola oil, corn oil, peanut oil. You can use any cooking oil, is my point. We're good enough. I'm gonna turn this fire off. We're gonna grab this chicken. Now carefully and slowly drop this in, use 2 hands. Guys, if you don't have a good instant read type thermometer, then I'm telling you what, it makes life so much easier. I use mine for just about everything I do. And over at ThermoPro, I'll have a link in the description, but you can get this thermometer or any thermometer in their store for 25% off if you use my code SMOKYRIBSBBQ. That's Smoky Ribs, all uppercase, Smoky Ribs BBQ. Real quickly, I want to explain to you how to determine how much oil you need for your pot if you've never done this. Very easily. Just in a dry pot, go ahead and put your bird, whether it's turkey or chicken in my case, and put it into the pot using the stand, because the stand actually stands off the bottom a little bit, and fill that up with water until it completely covers the chicken or the turkey. Then pull it out and let all the water drain out of the carcass. And once you get all that drained, set it off to the side, put you a mark where that water line is. Dump your water out, get it very, very dry, and then go in with your oil up to that mark you made. That way when you go back in, it's completely submerged, but not too much. And I always do this, I talk about safety. Normally, like on that video I did 3 years ago, I had a 60-quart pot. I had a lot of oil. I had like 8 gallons in that, and I did 2 birds at one time. That pot was way away from the house. And today we're actually on the back porch. This looks like we're inside, but we're not. This is actually a porch. And normally I don't typically do something like this close to the house, but this is really, to me, no different than deep frying seafood, which we do indoors all the time. It's only 2 gallons, and I made sure the pot is way taller than the amount of oil that's in there, to where there's no way it's going to even get close to running over. And I always make sure I turn off my burner as I'm lowering that chicken or turkey in to stop or prevent any possibilities of a fire. And you should be good. But always have a fire extinguisher near you, one that is rated for grease fires. All right, I just temped out at 163 in the breast. I'm about 190 in the thigh, and we're also going to have some carryover for about the next 5 to 10 minutes. We'll take and get into this cockadoodle brew. That's by PS Seasoning. They also sell that in a container that you can just use on barbecue chicken or anything else. A really good blend. So I'm just going to put some in my hand here. We're going to start with the bottom. Just sprinkle that around. Just like salted fries after they come out of the fryer. The inside of it's flavored not only with the brine, but also that injection. So anybody that don't think you can brine a turkey or a chicken and then deep fry, well, there's proof right here. Let me get the rest of this done. We're gonna let it rest for about 10-15 minutes. What do I want to try first? I'll tell you what, I'm more of a dark meat person, but the breast always tells you how you did. That's got a really nice texture to it. So I just want to cut into this breast just like so. All right, that juice, look at this. Look at that water come off there. That is the beauty of deep fried turkey, chicken, whatever. Look at there. As Rob would say, that's a juice of lunch. That skin has a really nice bite through. Loads of flavor. I mean, look at that. That's literally running down my fingers. That bird is so juicy. When breast is this juicy, I don't mind it at all. All right, I just cut some of the drumstick. Look at that. That brine is so good from PS Seasoning. That helps it. I mean, just, you couldn't ask for a juicier bird, and it's completely done. Fantastic. I just like chicken over turkey. I mean, if I have to choose, that's my choice. But in this video, it's not only cheaper, but to me, it's tastier. Now, I do deep fried turkeys, and I actually smoke turkeys, but I just don't like it as much as I do chicken. You know, maybe some of y'all agree with me on that. At any rate, I hope this gives you some ideas for your holiday season. If you don't want to break the bank trying to deep fry, then hey, chicken might just be a better option. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm Russ Jones with Smoky Riz Barbecue.